Let me message Lois. Tell Lois Hughes, okay, we are on. Period. Send. Tell Brandon Armstrong, okay, we are on.
Sending to Brand.
Send. Alright, let's get the chat on. And let's hope for the best. There was an update. And I'm hoping that's what the problem was the whole time. FSUIPC, there was an update on the 1st of April. I thought I had the latest update, but maybe not. Let's just pray and hope for the best. Alright, so...
Brandon Armstrong. Here's hoping this works.
Well, like I said, I'm coming in with the positive mind. I think it might have been because the FSUIPC needed updated.
Captain, we are secure and good to go.
Okay, good. That's going to leave off where I was earlier. So we're good there. Alright. So we've already got a mission. I was already working on this a little bit ago. And then I seen I had an update, so we'll continue where we left off. And of course, kill my screen reader every freaking time. That is so stupid. I don't know why he don't fix that. Alright, let's connect. You want to go ahead and get our IFR for our destination?
Starting pre-flight flow.
I'll get our IFR clearance for Palm Beach.
Good afternoon, Captain.
You should have heard it earlier. It was going nuts.
Stanford ground. Allegiant Niner Delta Whiskey. Requesting to receive our IFR clearance.
1 second while I grab the paperwork. Allegiant 2908 cleared to Harrisburg. Radar vectors worms, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.775 squawk 6125. Expect runway 18.
Because the thing is usually if it does go to APU, that's fine. It can continue on APU, but...
Brandon Armstrong.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
know.
yeah, flight to Pa.
I know we're good. I know we're good this time. I know we are. Because you guys hear what's on, don't you? The fans are on. They didn't even come on last night. Earlier, before I updated FSU IPC, it kept repeating like everything on my console, like all the buttons inside the cockpit was spamming me. Kept saying windshield wiper left on, right on. Autopilot on, autoland on, autoland off. Like it went absolutely nuts. But hey, it is what it is. Alright. Yeah, we gotta do this job anyway. So I'm gonna do this job and then we'll continue our flight tour, I think. Now there's still some little bugs that I need to figure out why it's doing what it's doing. For example, when I close the flight sim, it never closes it all the way. So basically it basically leaves it open, but you can't focus on it, if that makes sense. So it's closed, but it's not. 41,000. That is crazy. Now, where is my sister at? She wanted me on. Tell Lois Hughes, where are you at? You wanted me on. I'm here, and you are not.
Sending to Brandon.
Cancel. I didn't say Brandon.
Here's what I heard.
Cancel.
To Brandon Armstrong. Okay? Cancel.
Message Lois Hughes.
What do you want to say to Lois?
You wanted me on, comma. I'm on. So where are you?
Sending.
Send. Thank you.
No problem. Flashlight.
Oh, shut up.
Show no flashlight. Off button.
I do hope that
06
anybody out there, I hope you guys are safe from all the storms that we had.
8 2 delete 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 8 0 2 1 8 5 2 delete.
Oh my gosh.
Delete delete
This
0
password
2
shit
1 8
is getting ridiculous.
4 messages edit button.
Open Messenger.
Messenger. Type a message. Text field. Report. Open. Delivered. You delivered. You. Let me back. 12 unread. Back. 12 unread. Jeff Newton. Secret box. Tab message. Message soon. Cloud box. Test box. Go. My vision. 1 unread. 1 unread. Red icon. Stephanie Jose. Message. Green. Using 1 unread. 1 unread. 2 unread. 1 unread. Joe is Rose 11 to Rose 4 to 15. Rose 1 to 12. Tasha Newton. 1 unread. Jim Kelly Gordon. Secret conversation. Oh shoot. It was last night. I'm so sorry. Michael, who is our feature poet, hosts an open mic in Scottsburg at the Java Station on 56 the last Saturday of most months. You should come out sometime. I am going to type loading. Type a message. Text field. Jim Kelly Gordon. Send line. Type a message. Text field. Return notate.
It's okay, I understand. If you could send me a reminder before the next one happens, I would definitely love to be a part of that.
Send a message. You. It's okay. I understand if you. Why text on in the background. Back.
I missed the poetry thing. It was by accident. I got called to be a speaker there, but the dates got mixed up. But that's okay. It happens. No big deal.
Would you mind checking the SIDS and stars?
Yes, I do mind. I mean, no, I don't mind.
Heading out for the walk around.
Okay. Direct to worms. So 18 direct to worms.
Brandon Armstrong. That's happened to me before.
Yeah, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm really sorry. And I'm like, it's not a big deal. I'm not mad at you about it. Alright. I'm honored that I've been invited to attend these. Okay, 13. Direct hard. 13. Alright. Execute. Okay, we'll take it. There we go. You want to go ahead and get our IFR, or did you already do that? You already did that, didn't you? I think she already did that.
Yes, John, I've already got our IFR clearance. We're all set for Harrisburg with vectors to worms, climb to 3,000, and then as filed. Departure on 119.775 and squawk 6125. Expect runway 18.
Okay, go ahead and request pushback with startup. You'll have to connect to ground. Alright, I think we're finally
I'll handle the pushback request and startup clearance.
Got things on track here.
Sanford ground. Allegiant 2908. Requesting clearance for pushback and startup at Sanford.
Allegiant 2908, pushback and startup approved. Tail south.
Tail's gonna be south. If somebody wants to remember that for me, that'd be great.
Messenger. Messenger. Collapsed stack. 2 minutes ago. Messenger. Notification. Messenger face ID. Messenger. Loading to Kenny Corin. Alright. Sounds good. Logan. Unread messages. One person alerted. You. It's okay now. Double tap to Kenny Corin. Oh shoot. It was last night. I'm so sorry. Michael, who was our featured poet, hosts an open mic in Scottsburg at the Jogger Station on 56th the last Saturday of most months. You should come out sometime. I am going to try to make one soon. Double tap to view message time and whether it has type a message. Text field. Type an update.
It'd be good to see you again. It's been too long.
Send a message. Double tap to you. It will be good to see you again. It's been too long. Double tap to view message time and whether it has been seen. Double tap back. 11 unread messages. Back. 11 unread messages. 3 unread. Test of the company. Secret conversation. 4:37 p.m. Button. Tash button. Secret 3 unread. Test loading. Type message. Report. Test of the company. Hello waving hand emoji. Alan Reeves. Founder, CEO, and chief engineer of SpaceX. CEO and product architect of Tesla.
Brandon Armstrong.
Double tap to view message.
By the way, we got an update to iOS 18 that fixes that collapsed junk in the notifications.
Back. Team unread. Back. Team unread messages. Test of the company.
What now, Brandon? Oh, let me see what he said. Oh, the collapsed junk. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I need to update mine. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna.
Brandon Armstrong. If you update your phone to ISO 18.4 when you get notifications, it fixes the collapsed thing you got with notifications.
Oh, that'd be good. What in the world? See, they've got the title all wrong on this. But I'm not even going to worry about it because that is not what the title should be. Okay. Still with me, Brandon?
Brandon Armstrong. Yes, I'm here.
Alright, so okay. Those that might be watching on TikTok, my chat will not, it's not reading it to me, so just bear with me, okay?
Aircraft looks good.
We got some more.
Show no grade radar, flashlight, camera, button. Message seen. Nancy Davis baby. Secret conversation. Tasha Burton. Secret conversation. Jacket Cora. Secret
All
conversation.
right.
Kelly's note. Jacket. Tasha Burton. Secret conversation. Little wake up. Secret. Oh, no. Messages. Setting. Messages. 145. Low Brandon Armstrong. Unread. Lowe's Hughes. You want to be on Commander? Low Brand. Say intention. Crystal Beckerman. I love that stuff.
All right.
4 p.m. Swipe up down to select custom action. Window. Tap to activate.
I think, Lois, you here with us yet? Or no?
Brandon Armstrong. The TikTok's doing that, not reading stuff again.
No, it's, I gotta redo the client. For some reason the client's not behaving the way that it should. Yeah, it's messing up. So, unfortunately. But I will have to get it straightened out. here. Alright, 10 degrees, 115. $122 for
Flow
V2,
completed.
so that's
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Set. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches.
okay.
Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Alright, now
Brandon Armstrong.
here.
Are we going to have a tour guide for this flight or on the ocean crossing?
We're going to have a tour guide on this one too.
Initiating before start flow.
Alright, everything's looking good.
Message. Select job listing.
Hello. What's up? I mean, he's all about that money, but it just depends on which one it is. Oh, really? What's the price you got on them?
Flow completed. Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel 1624.1 pounds. Checked. Passenger signs. On. MCP. Speed 122. Heading 184. Altitude 41000. Set.
Yeah.
Takeoff speeds. V1 121. VR 121. V2 128.
Wow.
Checked. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Rudder and aileron trim.
For how much?
Free and zero. Anti-collision lights. On. Before start checklist completed.
Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Let me get this in the air, and when I get the cruise, I'll call you. Okay? Alright, love you, son. Bye. Alright. Now let's go ahead and... Anybody remember what direction we said the tail was?
Brandon Armstrong.
Airline, request tug.
No.
What direction did the
I don't
ground
understand your
say
request.
from tail
Could you
to
please
be?
clarify?
Requesting tug.
Ground approved pushback and startup with the tail facing south.
Okay.
Ground to flight deck. The tug is on its way.
So south it is.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Parking brake is released. Ready for pushback. Tail to the south.
Ground to flight deck. All right, we're starting pushback. Tail to the south.
All right.
Ground to flight deck. Cleared for engine start in sequence.
Starting engines.
How's the volume on your guys' end, Brandon?
Starting engine 2.
Brandon Armstrong. Volume is good.
Okay.
Engine 2 started. Engine 2 cut out. Starting engine 1.
Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Engine 1 started. Engine 1 cut out.
Parking brake set. Engines are good.
All engines stable.
Ground to flight deck. Bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. Have a great flight and see you soon.
All right. Good deal.
Before taxi flow.
Here comes our packs. Recirc fans are good. Taxi light is on. Dome light set to dim.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Progi. Auto.
Good. Propane.
Isolation valve.
Good. Isolation valves
Auto.
are good.
Engine start switches.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Continuous.
Recall. Checked. Auto brakes.
Auto brakes
Rejected
are
takeoff. Flight control test.
good. Yoke to the left.
Full left.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke to the right.
Full right.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Straight back.
Full back.
Back to center and forward.
Full forward.
Back to
Checked. Brake test. Checked. Before taxi checklist completed.
second, guys. Okay, yeah, I'll maybe tomorrow sometime if that'll work. Again, I'm already live. Okay. You go ahead and request taxi.
I'll request taxi clearance now.
Allegiant 42908, ready to taxi. We have information, Quebec.
Allegiant 2908, Sanford ground, taxi to runway 18 via Alpha. Contact tower on 120.3 when ready for departure.
The square box.
Runway 18.
This is so
via
boring,
Alpha.
my guy. Come up
Contacting
with some
tower
new
on
content.
Get rid of this
120.3
idiot,
when ready
Brandon.
for departure. Allegiant 2908.
You don't like it, you don't got to watch it, but I appreciate it because you're giving us. You know, you do realize this, don't you? I mean, I don't know how dumb you can be. You're helping us by saying anything. You do realize that, right? Or is your intelligence too low to understand what I'm talking about? I mean, seriously. Get rid of that person, Brandon. Just another idiot. I feel sorry for people like that. I
The
do.
square box. This is so boring, my guy. Come up with some new content.
My guy? Oh boy, you're one of those, huh? My guy. My guy. Such an idiot. 179. I guess it would be because you probably can't comprehend half the stuff that we have to do. So I understand. I don't hold it against you, my friend. My guy. Oh, gosh.
Approaching runway
Takeoff.
18.
Before takeoff low.
I get such a kick out of these idiots. I swear I do.
Allegiant 2908, contact tower on 120.3. Take care.
My guy. My guy.
Flow completed.
Hey, my
Before
guy.
takeoff checklist. Flaps. Sit. Stabilization trim. Sit. Transponder. Sit. Cabin crew.
It's so
Cabin crew
boring, my
prepare for
guy.
takeoff.
Oh, my guy.
Notified. Before takeoff checklist completed.
Oh, keep talking. Do us the favor. We're ready for takeoff.
I'll handle the takeoff clearance request.
Brandon Armstrong. Wow, some people.
Did you take care of
It's so
Sanford
laughable.
Tower,
Brandon?
Allegiant 2908, holding short
My
of
guy.
runway 18, ready for takeoff.
Did you take care of it, my guy?
Allegiant 2908, Sanford Tower, runway 18, winds 135 at 13.
Oh.
Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Allegiant 2908.
Brandon, did you take care of it? Alright, guys. Alright, buckle up. Here we go.
All right,
Brandon
buckle up.
Armstrong.
Here we go.
EI couldn't take care of him because that button's not showing up
Cross that.
again.
Checked.
I'll deal with the idiot in a minute. Hold on. I don't know why it ain't
Speed alive.
showing up for
Check.
you. It don't make any sense.
80 knots.
80 knots. Checked.
Lois Hughes. Here. No
Right.
fear, Lois is here.
B1.
There we go.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Lois, look
Gear
at the
down.
chat. We
Gear
got
up.
someone, we had someone in the chat
400.
trolling.
Lateral
If you could get rid of
navigation.
them, that'd be great.
LNAV on. Vertical
Lois
navigation.
Hughes. I'm here who's causing
Autopilot.
problems. Brandon
Lights up.
Armstrong. Sometimes it does show up and sometimes it doesn't.
Look at the chat. Brandon, you didn't do anything with it, I hope.
Allegiant
That way she
2908,
can take
contact
care
departure
of
on
it.
11775.
Flaps up.
You can see it in the chat, Lois. Look at the chat. You'll see where they're saying that we're boring. Get rid of that idiot. And they
Lois
say,
Hughes.
my guy.
They're gone, I don't see them now.
Brandon, don't,
Lois Hughes. It's okay, I'll catch him.
well, I know, but I want to block them, and Brandon, the way you're doing it, that's not blocking them, dude. You can't just click on report or whatever. That don't solve the problem. If you don't see the button, just tell me so I can go in there and do it the right way. I don't know what you hit, but they should still show up in the chat if you didn't hit nothing. Get them next time, I guess.
Flow completed. After takeoff checklist. Engine start switches. Off. Packs. On. Auto brakes. Off. Landing gear.
Oh no, I see them
Open
here.
off. Flaps.
I got them.
After takeoff checklist completed.
I don't know why Brandon don't see them.
Lois Hughes. It's all good, Brandon, I'll catch them, I miss everything.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. I took care of them. Yeah, I don't know what.
Lois Hughes. I don't see them either.
Hello.
Brandon Armstrong.
I
It's
just got
weird,
rid of
sometimes I see that button and sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I just blocked him and put him on hide. Oh, you wouldn't? Yeah, you didn't see it because you wasn't in here when he said it. Yeah. But Brandon don't get the button to block him, and that's why I tell him if you can't see the button, like, well, if someone comes back in and if you can't see the button, he just you'll be able to see it, but his voiceover don't read him the button for some reason. And the only thing that he can do for some reason is timeout, and that don't solve it. That just hides him for a little bit. But I blocked him, so we're good. You did. I'm sure he'll be back because I blocked him. He'll create a different name. All right, love you.
Brandon Armstrong. Sometimes I see the block button and sometimes I can't, it's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't see the button. It just does not make sense to me, my guy. And you know what? I think I know who that is. Now that I just thought about it, I
Lois
know who
Hughes.
that is.
It's all good, Brandon, no prob.
I know who it is because I know who says that, my guy. Think about it, Lois. The person used to be down here, and that's what they would say all the time is, my guy, you better go back to college, my guy. That's exactly who that is. Not brave enough to
Lois
show their
Hughes.
face the real way.
Yeah, my guy, lol, well there, lol. Brandon Armstrong. I think we both know who it is.
It's not my ex, Brandon, if that's what you're thinking, but it's
Lois Hughes. Yay.
Lois, do you know who I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the ex, but someone connected to that messed up bunch. My guy. I just thought about it when I really thought and looked at them, and they gave it away by saying that.
Transition altitude.
Lois Hughes.
Checked.
Yes.
She must be very bored. For someone that's so boring, they can't seem to keep their nose and ears off of what I do. It's amazing. So amazing. Well, the next song I write, the title will be called Stuck on
Brandon
Stupid.
At our 2
Armstrong.
o'clock, just 2 miles
Now
out,
watch,
you
I
can
bet
spot
they
the
call you
Volusia
next.
Speedway Park.
No,
This
they
place
won't.
is a real treat for racing enthusiasts. It's been
But
a
my
hub
next
for
song
dirt
is
track
gonna be
racing
titled
since the
Stuck on
1960s
Stupid.
and hosts some of the most thrilling events in the
Just
racing
stuck
calendar.
on
If you're into
stupid.
high-speed chases and the roar of
Don't get a
engines,
clue.
this is the place to be. The park is known for its half-mile
Oh,
dirt
gosh.
oval track, which has seen many legendary racers zoom by. It's not just about the races, though. The atmosphere is electric, with fans from all over gathering to cheer on their favorites.
All right,
So if you ever feel the need for speed, you know where to head.
Well, the good thing is that the simulator is back to working the way it's supposed to. Like I said, there's only one little weird glitch going on, and that's only whenever I go to close the simulator, it leaves the executable hanging, and I have to go into the task manager and kill it that way, which is not a big deal, but at some point, once I get a TV/monitor hooked up to this, I'm going to redo the whole thing. I'm going to just reinstall everything, but you're talking about a whole day project.
Lois Hughes. They do their stupidity on here because that too scared to come to our face and do stupid lol. It's all good, laugh at them lol.
Yeah, come on down to Indiana, my guy. My guy. Or tell him who the baby's daddy is. Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. I didn't. Forgive me. My gosh. There's another song. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? That's another song. Stuck on Stupid and Who's Your Daddy? We're going to put that on a single. Specially dedicated to the Buckeyes Stuck on Stupid Express. And one of them, some of them probably do call my phone because I get hang-ups all the time. They're too scared to talk on the phone. Cats got their tongue. They don't know what to say. Poor fellas. You know, people need to remember something here. I just want to make this clear. I wasn't the one that did anything wrong to people. I think that needs to be understood a little bit. I think that people's got things confused. Stuck on stupid. Alright, we're at 26,000. Climbing to 41,000. I can't believe this got us going. 41,000 feet. That is just insanity. You know, I think I can't understand why it wants me to be at 41,000 feet. Maybe the weather. Probably, maybe because of the weather. I don't know, but I like flying through some of this weather. So let's change this to 32,000. Let's go to cruise. Flight level 320 for cruising altitude.
Allegiant 2908, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Giving comms to you.
John, we've been cleared to climb and maintain flight level 320.
You got comms.
At our 12 o'clock, about 8 miles out, we can spot the St. Augustine High School, home of the Yellow Jackets. This school has been a cornerstone of the community since it opened its doors in 1959. It's not just about academics here. The school is known for its strong athletics program, especially in football. The St. Augustine High Stadium is a local hotspot during game nights, where the community gathers to cheer on their team. Fun fact,
Lois
the school
Hughes.
is also known for its arts
How
program,
you doing, Brandon?
producing some talented musicians and artists over the years. So while it might just look like a school from up here, it's a hive of activity and pride for the
So I
locals.
changed our cruise altitude to 32,000.
Not yet, John. You're still in charge of comms.
Giving comms to you.
I've got the comms now, John. Let
Lois
me know if you
Hughes.
need anything else.
Me doing good, I guess good as I'm going to get.
I don't know if you're supposed to
Brandon
set a pilot's
Armstrong.
life to the cruise
I'm doing
altitude
good,
that
I'm
you're at.
preparing for rain.
But I'm going to, because there we go.
Lois Hughes. Yeah, that's all we going to get for next few days also.
Alright, so ILS be at 3,000. And
Lois Hughes. But I take rain over ice and snow any day for sure.
Going to be 358, so
Brandon Armstrong. They're talking about possible flooding here through Saturday.
I'll take this weather over winter any day. That's for sure.
Brandon Armstrong. Just be glad, Lois, you didn't have to live through the blizzard I had to go through for a week in February of 2021.
But she lived through a blizzard worse than that. She was in the blizzard of 78. What are you talking about? And that blizzard that you had is nowhere near that blizzard. And then we had another bad blizzard when we was teenagers. When we was having Christmas at my grandma's. I mean, it was, dude. You just had ice. That was your problem. You guys had just ice that just shut you guys down. But here, we get the loads and loads of
Lois
snow.
Hughes. Yeah, you can keep that crap down there.
Luckily, I don't remember the blizzard in 78 because I was just a baby. But Lois, she would have. She might. You might
Brandon
remember
Armstrong.
it. You'd have been about 4 years
That
old.
was not just ice, my friend. It was solid snow.
Yeah, Brandon, but I'm saying what you guys got is nothing compared to the stuff that we've gotten here. I promise you. You guys did get snow, but you didn't get like snow that was up to your freaking door. And you didn't. It didn't even shut you down. As a matter of fact, you actually had it pretty easy, Brandon. You were very fortunate through that blizzard. Because you didn't even lose your you didn't lose your power. I remember you might have had a flicker or two, but you had power through all that. You were very fortunate. Unlike a lot of people down there. A lot of them down there, they didn't have no heat, nothing. Matter of fact, when I lived in Ohio, we had some pretty bad weather up there too. Let me tell you.
Brandon Armstrong. I did lose water though, and they had no heat because of Urko and stupid Greg Abbott. Lois Hughes. William, my cousin Debbie was talking to me about that one time, said you all got hit very bad.
Yeah, they got hit pretty good. But lucky for Brandon, he
Lois
didn't
Hughes.
lose his power.
She lives in Texas also, Brandon.
And he didn't lose his. He had power, and he didn't have to worry about freezing his butt off. There's a lot of them that did. A lot of them lost their heat, lost their water. I mean, yeah, you lost water, but it could have been way worse, is what I'm saying. You were one of the lucky ones. That's for sure. Oh, Brandon, I'll be talking to
Brandon Armstrong. I also lost my internet for a week. It was bad for everyone here who lost heat. Urko was at fault for it, and we are still paying for the mess ups.
Well, Brandon, that ain't never going to change, my friend. You guys have that whole electric thing where there's more than one company that runs electric, and you've got to pay for the electric in a totally different way than the way
Lois
we do.
Hughes. Oh, I seen it in Walmart. She had a big trash can pretty much running to get out of there. She was in
At
a
our 1
hurry,
o'clock,
lol.
about 10 miles out, we can see the beautiful Cumberland Island. This gem is the largest of Georgia's Golden Isles and is known for its stunning natural beauty and rich history. The island is home to wild horses that roam freely, adding a touch of magic to the landscape. It was once the winter retreat for the Carnegie family, and you can still see the ruins of their mansion, Dungeness, which adds a mysterious
Lois
charm to the
Hughes.
place. Cumberland
That would
Island
suck.
is
No
also
heat
a
for wheat or
designated
internet.
national seashore, making it
Brandon
a
had
paradise
heat,
for
though.
nature lovers
You
and
had
history
heat,
buffs
Brandon.
alike. So if you ever fancy
You
a
didn't have
stroll
internet,
through
but you had
pristine
heat.
beaches and maritime
Brandon
forests,
Armstrong.
During the
this
storm.
is the place to
So
be.
who is it you're going to be talking to?
I'll message you later, Brandon. It ain't nothing major.
Brandon Armstrong. Yes, Lois, it did suck having no internet for a week. Yes, I had heat, but I was nervous about losing power.
But you didn't. Be fortunate, man. Be glad what you didn't lose. You did lose your internet. God knows that probably almost killed you alone. But you did have heat. You did have food. So be fortunate. I think he still has nightmare.
Lois Hughes.
Lizard nightmares or something.
Talking about John's ex-wife that lives here. She was running with big trash can in her hand to get out of Walmart. It looked funny, lol.
When was that, Lois?
Lois Hughes. She sure was in a hurry, lol.
Today? A big trash can. Oh God, it's
Lois Hughes. About 45 minutes or so ago, lol.
Oh my gosh. It's hard telling what disasters happened over there. It's hard telling what in the world. It is hard telling what in the world's going on over there. Honestly.
Brandon Armstrong. I hope this state never experiences something like that again.
I'm sure that at some point or another there will be bad winter weather that goes through there. I doubt that it would be the case where it never happens again. Hopefully you guys don't got to deal with it, but
221,800 feet. Metter Municipal Airport. Automated weather
why
observation.
are we getting ATIS?
22150.
Allegiant 2908, radar contact. 5 miles west of Patterson Island Airport at flight level 310, heading 354. Darien altimeter
Lois
30.15.
Well,
Clear
hope
direct
it
to
don't
Suzu.
either, but it's Mother Nature for ya. It's been on bipolar
Heading
here,
354.
lol. Face with
Darien
tears up, joy
altimeter
face with tears up,
3015.
joy face
Clear
with
direct
tears
At our
up, joy
11
face with
o'clock,
tears
about
up, joy.
27 miles out, we can spot the Mid-Coast
Allegiant
Regional
2908,
Airport at Fort Stewart.
departure, clear direct
This
to Suzu.
airport is a joint-use facility,
Clear direct
meaning it
to
serves
Suzu.
both civilian and
Allegiant
military
2908.
flights. It's located within the Fort Stewart Military Reservation, which is the largest Army installation east of the Mississippi River. The airport plays a crucial role in supporting military operations, and you might even catch a glimpse of some military aircraft if you're lucky.
Brandon
Fort Stewart
Armstrong.
itself has a fascinating
You're right
history,
about that.
having been established during World War II as a training camp. So while it might just look like an airport from up here, it's actually a hub of
Allegiant
military activity
2908,
and
contact
history.
Jacksonville Center on 132.425.
Switching to Jacksonville Center on 132.425. Allegiant 2908.
Lois Hughes. Yes, I
Jacksonville
just
Center,
ready for it
Allegiant
to stay warm
2908,
like now.
Evening, maintaining flight level 320.
Brandon Armstrong.
2908, Jacksonville
Wow.
Center. Good
Fort
evening.
Stewart, my dad trained there before going to Vietnam.
Man, people are freaking weird. Just weird. I am really glad that I wake up every day and don't have it on my mind that the world is out to get me, like some people that I know. Seriously.
Lois Hughes. Step up to mic please, I can barely hear what you say.
That's gotta
Lois
be on
Hughes.
your end.
Ty John.
If I get any closer, I'll be eating it. Hold on, I'll see. I'll check the setting.
Lois Hughes. And by the way, where we landing at?
Let me look and see. Hold on, let me check my mic settings first. Okay, my mic is like
Lois Hughes. Soon my laundry done, I going home John the 1st, gotta dye my hair real fast.
oh, okay. We are going to Harrisburg International Airport. In Pennsylvania, PA. I think it's Pennsylvania. Or yeah, it's in Pennsylvania. Harrisburg International, and it's in Pennsylvania. I didn't see the need to climb all the way up to 41,000 feet. I find that to be a bit high for the time it takes to go on this flight here. Oh, you know why my audio, you're right, my audio. Hold on, Lois. I'm gonna fix this.
Traffic.
Go here because did that make it any better, Lois?
Lois Hughes. About same, it sounds like mic and close, that's all.
No, it's the
Lois Hughes.
It's not the mic.
Or you just talking low?
No, it's for some reason the sim sound is taking over the mic sound.
At our 12 o'clock, about 24 miles out, we can see the Rivers Bridge State Historic Site. This is a fascinating spot where history buffs can dive into the past. It's the site of a significant Civil War battle that took place in 1865, marking one.
Okay.
Lois Hughes. It's okay, I can hear you low, no big deal.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that low. I was listening to myself and it should not be like that. Aha. Tell me if that's better. Is it better? It should have got louder.
Lois Hughes. Sorry, was folding clothes sound louder, I guess. Brandon Armstrong. Yes, it did get louder. Lois Hughes. Yes, it is okay.
That is weird. Why is he not? Okay. Okay. But the weird thing is, okay. Now let's see how that does. Oh yeah. Yeah, that should be good. Like, okay. We should be good now. Hit okay there. Hit okay there. Close that. I'm gonna go and make sure. See what that does. For some reason, and I don't know it, ever since I had to redo stuff, but not redo, but I don't know, sounds got changed somewhere. Definitely not the same, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's like my sounds got really
Lois Hughes.
settings or something.
Going loading car going to dye my hair. I'll be right back here soon.
Okay.
Lois Hughes. Talk to you in a few on here.
Okay.
Lois Hughes. Peace out.
Alright, we'll talk to you in a minute.
Brandon Armstrong. We will be here.
Allegiant 2908, contact Jacksonville Center on 124.7.
Contacting Jacksonville Center on 124.7. Allegiant 2908. Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 2908, evening, maintaining flight level 320. Allegiant 2908, Jacksonville Center, good evening.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on 1 second, Brandon. Hello. Okay, where you at? Alright. I'll go ahead and walk out there. Alright, I'll head out that way. Brandon, I'll be right back. If anybody comes up, I'll be right back. Okay, don't go nowhere.
Brandon Armstrong. EOG.
Jacksonville Center, contact Atlanta Center on 133.15. Contacting Atlanta Center on 133.15. Allegiant 2908. Atlanta Center, Allegiant 2908, evening, maintaining flight level 320.
Allegiant 2908, Atlanta Center, good evening.
Okay. Got me some grub here. Call me. Call the PD line. Yeah. If it's literally where, hey, this is what we said, it's the 3, that'd be 3. Period. Yeah. Oh, you watch how she's so tough. No. No. Yeah, that won't happen. Yeah, why didn't you deceive me when you told me to drive? I'm bad for that. Nope. Of course she did. She's all about the back. That's why I said, you know what? I'm going to call. But she heard money. Yep, that's exactly what it was. She's gonna look silly if I'm gonna get up here. Yeah. I said it's not guaranteed. I told her it's not guaranteed. I said, but there are good standards on what we might. I said, when we do, we'll know about it. We'll probably get individual mail, even checks. Yeah. But yeah, so. Alright, I'm gonna keep flying. We're getting back on. Alright, love you. Bye. Might eventually learn. There's one thing I know is wrong. And you're not going to cross one on me. So by all means, try it. But it'll get you as far as a bird flying with no wings. You know what that means. Okay. Brandon, you there or what? You heard a peep out of you, dude.
Brandon Armstrong. Of course.
Where you got far to go? Go ahead and give her the sense. So. Reps off 3, reps off 4. 110.90. 128. 110.90. 128. 2. Descent weather that you doesn't matter whether you load it or not. I find that very interesting because for the simple fact if you don't load it, then the airplane's not going to be set up to be able to handle whatever winds that might be ahead of you. I didn't go to Harvard or nothing, but I don't think it takes a genius to figure that out. Just saying. Alright. So, the runway's only 300 some odd feet, so we'll set her altitude for 500. That puts us 200 feet above the runway. Now, if I feel like the ILS isn't working right, we'll change that to 15. Give us okay. And airport time.
Brandon Armstrong. Your audio is low again.
That's because I was away from a microphone. KMDT. Okay, 13. There we go. I want to see something here in EDA. Now, if I can figure out why the audio is low, I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense to me. Sound setting. There's a spatial audio, but I don't think that makes it better. I didn't.
Allegiant 2908, Atlanta Center. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes.
Is that any better, Brandon? Can you hear me?
Brandon Armstrong. Yes, I can.
Okay, so that's at 100% on the audio. Like, I've got it cranked all the way up, dude. I wonder. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's cranked all the way up. And okay, so that's all the way. It's really weird because my sound is still, like, on my end, it should be loud. And
Allegiant 2908, Atlanta Center. Contact Washington Center on 133.575.
Switching to Washington Center on 133.575. Allegiant 2908.
Brandon Armstrong. It's the sim trying to overpower you, I think.
yeah, and I don't understand that.
Center, Allegiant 2908. Good evening. Maintaining flight level 320.
Allegiant 2908, Washington Center. Good evening.
Okay, that took the sim down to 10%. Okay, did that help any? Okay.
Brandon Armstrong. Now your mic is way loud. I wonder if your mic can go to 50% and your sim go to the same. The sim didn't go down on my end.
No, I can bring my mic down though. So I brought my mic down more. Let's see if that's better. Let's see what that did. Okay. That sounds good to me. Right there. That should be good right there. Yeah, I can hear
Brandon
myself.
Armstrong.
Perfect.
Yes, much better.
Okay, perfect.
Lois Hughes. Okay, I'm here. I hear you good on law top. Sounds good now. Lois Hughes. Yes, good.
Okay, good. All right. My daughter brought me Hamburger Helper, and you guys should see how much is on the plate. There's no way I'll eat all that, but I'll put it in the fridge and save it for later. Yeah, I wish you guys could see what I'm talking about on my end though. On my end, the audio for the sim is low. I can't explain it. I don't know. It's weird. But I'm not even going to mess with it. If it's working good now, I'm just going to leave it. Because once I do a reinstall with everything, then everything will go back to default anyway. So I don't plan on doing that unless I absolutely have to. So we'll leave it the way it is. Because you guys can hear me without me being up on my microphone, right? We're good? Legion Airlines, can you get a radio check, please? Radio check 1 2 1 2 1 2. I've not heard her talking to
Legion 2908, you're coming in loud and clear.
Also wanted to find out, do we have rain coming up in our area? Thunderstorm, anything like that?
Legion 2908 currently. There are scattered clouds at 8,000 feet and solid overcast at 20,000 feet. No thunderstorms or rain reported in your area.
Lois Hughes. Yes, good.
I'm just curious, if we did have any thunderstorms, would you guys be able to vector us around them thunderstorms?
Legion 2908. Yes, we can vector you around thunderstorms if they occur.
Alright, I appreciate it, man. Have a good night. So yeah, see, saying that's cool that they can do that. Could you imagine being in a small Cessna trying to fly through some of them thunderstorms? That'd be a scary ride, man. Okay, we ain't got far to go here. I better... we better start our descent flow here. There we go.
Brandon Armstrong. E.
Lois, is it completely dark out the cockpit window, or can you see the clouds? Brandon, you just said E. You want me to give you an E? Are you cheerleading? Give me
Brandon
an E.
Armstrong. I wouldn't want to fly in that type of plane during a thunderstorm.
You know, an airplane that I would feel fairly safe in is a King Air. Them things they're pretty intelligent. King Air,
Local
900 Delta Whiskey. 900 Delta Whiskey.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Sit.
Lois
Recall.
Hughes.
Checked.
Very cloudy but
Auto
light
raise.
out.
Sit. Landing data. 121. Minimums. 200.
We'll be flying down through them clouds here in just a few minutes.
We're expecting the ILS approach for runway 13. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use auto brakes for it. We can expect to
Are
park
you in contact with ATC?
5. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
No.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
I said, are you in contact with ATC? Hello? Why is my co-pilot not talking? Are you doing okay over there? Guys?
Lois Hughes. LOL.
Can you hear me?
Lois Hughes. BRB gotta rub high on back out, he wouldn't POO because it started to pour here BRB.
Hello, hello, can you hear me? Alright, something weird is going on with
Brandon Armstrong. You may have to restart that program.
Yeah, let me just restart it. Audio check. Audio check. Can you hear me? Audio test.
This is what the intercom sounds like. This is what the intercom sounds like.
This must be something going on with Regent Airlines audio test. Audio test 1 2 3.
As we soar
Brandon
through the skies,
Armstrong.
take a moment to
I
appreciate
bet
the
their
majestic
server is
Appalachian
down.
Mountains sprawling beneath us. These ancient mountains are among the oldest in the world, formed over 480 million years ago. The Appalachians stretch from Newfoundland in Canada all the way down to Alabama in the United States, covering a distance of about 1,500 miles. This range is not only a natural wonder, but also a historical one,
Approaching top of
having been a
descent.
significant barrier to early colonial expansion in America. The dense forests and rugged terrain were once home to various Native American tribes and later became a route for pioneers heading west. Today, the Appalachian Trail, a famous hiking path, runs along the spine of these mountains, offering adventurers a chance to experience the beauty and challenge of this incredible landscape. From up here, the rolling hills and lush greenery are a sight to behold, reminding us of the natural beauty that has shaped the history and culture of this region.
Washington Center, Allegiant 2908, evening. Maintaining flight level
Can you hear me
320.
okay?
Allegiant 2908, Washington Center, good evening.
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Let me see something. How about now? Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you clearly.
Okay. It's on my headset audio. Can you, Brandon, how are you guys picking me up? on the headset audio. Is it okay this way? And so I'll leave it this way for now. It's because it's set on the headset, which I can fix it now actually. We're getting ready to start a descent, but I got
Allegiant 2908, whenever you'd like to descend and maintain flight level 230.
Descend and maintain flight level 230. Allegiant
Brandon
2908.
Armstrong. Yes, you're fine.
Okay, Brandon, how's my audio? Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, I can still hear you clearly.
Alright, there we go, I fixed it. Somehow it got switched to my other headset, which I didn't switch it myself, but somehow or another it switched.
Allegiant 2908, descend and maintain 15,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000.
Lois
Allegiant
Hughes.
2908.
Yes, here VU good.
Good deal, Lois. Okay, that helper's going to go in the fridge. I can't eat no more of it. She brought me a big plate.
Allegiant 2908, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Allegiant 2908.
My friend, you just told me 1,500 or 15,000, now 5,000 that quick. I'm not near either one of them. They got me jacked up. Let me know if you see us go through any clouds, Lois. Let us know what it looks like. I bet it gets pitch black when you go through a cloud at nighttime. All right.
Lois Hughes. Oh, it's beautiful now. The sunset is purple and pink.
Oh, wow. think 6,000 pounds isn't much fuel, wouldn't you? But I bet we'll still have 4,000 when we get to the runway. Check this out, Lois. I just zoomed your view in even a little bit closer. How you like that? $271. You know, there's a setting, and unfortunately we have no way to turn it on or off, that you can actually turn on the passengers talking and stuff.
Lois Hughes. No, take it back. Lois Hughes. To close.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Don't like that.
Okay, that should have took it back, Lois. If not, then we can... Is that better?
At our 1 o'clock, about 8 miles out, you can spot Wilson Bridge Park. This area is not just a recreational spot, but also a historical monument. The park is named after the Wilson Bridge, which has been a significant crossing point over the Conococheague Creek for centuries. The original bridge was constructed in the early 19th century, playing a crucial role in the transportation and trade routes of the area. It's fascinating to think about how this bridge has witnessed the transformation of transportation from horse-drawn carriages to the modern vehicles of today.
Yes, thank you.
The park itself offers lush greenery and is a favourite spot for locals to enjoy outdoor activities. From up here, you can appreciate the blend of natural beauty and historical significance that makes this area unique.
Alright, 16,000. 272 knots.
Lois Hughes. When you took it that close, it was looking right down to ground. That was just to close. LOL.
Contact Harrisburg approach on 118.25.
Oh, was it? It wasn't just going straight out?
On 118.25. Allegiant 2908. Harrisburg approach. Allegiant 2908. Evening. Descending through 16,000 feet, down to 5,000.
Allegiant 2908, Harrisburg approach. Good evening, Harrisburg, altimeter 30.00.
Lois Hughes. No, it was right down on ground. I was like, that's cool, but I like seeing clouds and sunset. LOL.
Yeah, that's weird though. I don't know why it's weird.
Brandon Armstrong. Time to get me a glass of sweet tea while I listen to this flight and the next leg of the tour.
2908, Harrisburg approach. Contact Potomac approach on 126.825.
Switching to Potomac approach on 126.825. Allegiant 2908.
Alright.
Potomac approach. Allegiant 2908. Evening. Descending through 13,000 feet down to 5,000.
Allegiant 2908, Potomac approach. Good evening, Harrisburg, altimeter 30.00.
Lois Hughes. I was just thinking same thing. I got some tea from store in there. Yummy, love tea better than that soda pop.
Allegiant 2908, Potomac approach. Descend and maintain 4,000. Altimeter 30.00.
Descend and maintain 4,000, altimeter 3,000, Allegiant 2908.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Alright, let's see. We'll slow this guy down a little bit.
Flaps left. Speed brake arm.
Allegiant 2908. Proceed direct, Cebu. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 13 approach.
Proceeding direct Cebu. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 13 approach. Allegiant 2908.
Alright.
Flaps 2. Flaps 5.
Alright, we'll see it. Flaps 5. Alright. Alright, we're 25 miles out. guys. 1 second, real quick.
Brandon Armstrong. That was some good chicken I just ate.
Wow, dude, you ate that fast?
Gleitzel alive.
You must be the fastest eater in the West. Or the South. Or the Southwest. Or the Southeast. Or the Northwest. Or the Northeast. Alright, I better pay attention here. We're down to flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Brandon Armstrong. No, I didn't eat that fast. It was only 2 pieces of chicken from my meal I had earlier and they weren't that big.
Switching to Harrisburg Tower on 124.8. Allegiant 2908.
Alright, we're at flaps 10 right now. We're going to leave it there for a minute.
Harrisburg Tower, Allegiant 2908. Evening. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 13.
Approach mode on.
Allegiant 2908, Harrisburg Tower, winds 235 at 9er, gusting 18. Runway
Command
13, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 13. Allegiant 2908.
Flaps 15.
Gears going down.
Gear down. Flaps 25.
Auto land is activated. We'll take it.
Flaps 40.
And we're not even at 1,000 feet yet, and Autoland's already took over. Approach light is off, which is normal. Joe, you get a good view there, Lois. Take a screenshot. I don't know what that beeping means. If you listen. I think that just means you're under 2,000 feet, maybe.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
We're at 140 knots steady. Minus 860 feet. That's normal.
Approach checklist. Arrow reference 300. Checked. Approach checklist completed. Landing checklist. Engine start switches. Continuous. Speed brake. Armed. Landing gear.
Let ATC know
Down.
we're on our final approach
Flat.
with landing gear down.
Sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
I've informed ATC
Notified.
that we're on final approach
Landing
with landing
checklist
gear down.
Harrisburg Tower, Allegiant 2908. On final, landing gear is down.
You know, ATC in real life, like a lot of pilots don't say that, but they really appreciate it when you do. I don't know why, but they do.
1,000.
gonna turn on attitude mode just in case I gotta take over the yoke. I hope I don't. Right now it's telling me that the node's down at a pitch of 1. Turn to the right by 1 degree. We're at 1,000 feet. We're at 614 AGL, 850 ASL, so that's probably
500.
counting for trees or buildings. 480 AGL, 790 ASL. Come on, stay on autopilot, don't you do it.
300. 200.
Minimums.
Stay there.
100. 50.
Auto throttle.
30. 20. 10.
Speed breakout. Manual braking.
Don't sink rate. Pull. Don't sink.
70 knots. Initiating after landing checks.
Allegiant 2908.
Okay, I don't know what happened there.
1.7.
Switching to ground on 121.7. Allegiant 2908.
I don't know what that was. I don't even know.
Harrisburg ground, Allegiant 2908. Evening. We're clear of runway 13 and ready to taxi to the gate.
Allegiant 2908 Harrisburg ground, taxi to B1 via Hotel Golf. Good day.
Taxiing to Bravo 1 via Hotel Golf. Allegiant 2908.
Lois, was that even the runway that we landed down on? Because I don't know what happened there. Like, my controls completely went goofy. Right on descent. Or right at 100 feet. I don't know if a crosswind grabbed a hold of us or what happened there,
Lois
but...
Hughes. I heard you say my name but was in bathroom putting hair dye in my head, lol.
I mean, it wasn't a bad landing. We got landed, but... it wasn't as smooth as I wanted it. We bounced once, which could have been worse.
Shutting the aircraft down.
Alright, flight was successful.
Lois Hughes. Looks like we on runway A. Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations.
No, we're at the gate
you
now,
received
Lois.
100 messages today with Restream chat.
Well, actually, we're at a taxiway. It didn't even put us at
Brandon
the gate all the way.
Armstrong.
That's okay.
Yep, you had some wind there at 9 gusting to 18.
Okay, let's... Oh, I got a promotion.
Lois Hughes. Oh, okay.
You're right, though, Lois. It does look like a runway because it put us on a taxiway
Lois
instead of
Hughes.
at the gate all the way.
Well, I know we was on ground, lol.
That we was, yes. Okay. Let me look at my I think I might have got a pay raise. But I don't know where that report is. I'm gonna try if I can find it real quick. I'm trying to figure out where that report went so I can see what my... Alright, let me see what this does. Huh. Anyways, I don't know. I know I got a message about being first officer now. Come on. And yeah, we're flying again, just so y'all know. Anyways, I don't know. Let's go and... I'm going to do that flight. Petersburg, Clearwater to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're going to do that one. I've never been to Fort Wayne. I've never flew there. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay. Okay, here's the options, you guys. We can fly from here to Petersburg, and then that next flight will be to Fort Wayne. Well, it's only 8:18, so we could do that actually. It's only 700 miles, so we're just going to stick to the schedule. So we got to go to Petersburg, and then from there we're going to Fort Wayne. I'm looking forward to that flight. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we'll do. Okay. Gotta go to SimBrief, build a new flight plan. "42721 is our flight number. That's the other thing I like. I like how my flight numbers are actually changing. KMDT to KPIE. And no, Brandon, we're not going to let you take our cookies or pie. 1, 2, 3. And then our alternate is KMCO. Generating flight plan. Lois, you gonna be with us on these flights tonight? Lois, 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 oh Lois.
Brandon Armstrong. I'm guessing you're doing these 2 flight and then the second leg of the Pacific tour.
Yeah, probably. What altitude do you think it is this time, Brandon? Average winds 271 at 41. Estimated ZFW is 108,235
Brandon
pounds.
Armstrong. Same as always, 39,000.
38,000. But it's only taken 17,000 pounds of fuel for this flight. So I'll charge that to your account again. No worries. Oh, we do have a Sid Star on this flight. That's good. Alright, then let's... export. Alright. You want to keep the flight tour we got, Brandon, or you want the girl back? I like the girl better, actually. I don't like that guy with the accent. So I'm going to go back to the girl. I just don't care for him that much. Alright, so new flight.
Brandon Armstrong. Let's have Janet, she's so funny.
And then, hold on. There it is. I need to plug this other guy up. Alright, stay right there 1 second, guys. I'm going to put my food in the fridge here. So it don't go bad here. Give me 1 second. It won't take me but just a second to run it in there. Be right back.
Lois Hughes. I'm here somewhere in and out of room.
Okie dokie, Lois.
Lois Hughes. Doing my hair, LOL.
Oh, you gotta work tonight, don't you? Or are you off tonight? I never can keep up with schedules. Alright, plug this in. Okay. Indian Airlines requesting cargo to Petersburg, KPIE. Brandon.
Let me see what we have. Give me a minute or two. Allegiant 2721. All right, we got a new cargo mission for you. You're tasked with transporting a shipment of pharmaceuticals from Harrisburg to Petersburg, KPIE. This delivery is crucial for local hospitals and clinics. Ensure all protocols for handling sensitive medical supplies are followed. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Brandon Armstrong. What, I'm here, LOL.
Giving comms to you.
Got it, John. I'll handle the comms from here.
If you could go ahead and get our IFR for Petersburg, that'd be great.
I'll get our IFR clearance for Petersburg now.
Harrisburg ground, Allegiant 2721. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance.
Good evening, Captain. We are just
I'll
about
grab that
done loading
clearance. Give me just a
cargo.
minute.
We'll let you know when we are secure and ready.
Dude, I'm really getting tired of first officer shutting off my screen reader.
Allegiant 2721, Harrisburg ground, cleared to St. Pete. Radar vectors Vinny. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.25 squawk 6414. Expect runway 31.
Starting pre-flight
Harrisburg
flow.
ground, Allegiant 2721. Cleared to St. Pete. Radar vectors Vinny. Then as filed.
Captain,
Climb
we are
and maintain
secure and good to go.
4,000. Expect flight level 380 10 minutes after departure. Departure
evening,
frequency is 118.25. Squawk 6414. Anticipate runway 31.
Allegiant 2721, read back correct.
You know, we really don't need max flaps on landing, honestly. Flaps 30 is plenty. All right, there we go. See what Be My Eyes says that we're looking at here. It says you're looking at a guy with the name tag with Brandon Armstrong standing beside another guy with the name of Thomas Leonard, and they are hugging. Brandon, no, I'm just kidding. I will tell you what it says though. It says a nighttime scene with an aircraft on the ground facing a building with a checkered pattern of light and dark squares. The cockpit instruments are visible, showing a heading of 359, course of 096, and airspeed of 15 knots, which is incorrect. Engine indicators show both engines at 0% thrust. The fuel gauge indicates 54% remaining. Altitude at 400 feet with a vertical speed of 0. Okay, well. Let me know if it ends up being too loud, but I'm turning my sim up a little bit so I can hear it. I've got it at 20. If that's too loud when we get going, Brandon, just let me know. But hopefully, now that my mic audio is better, it'll be okay. Alright, 38,000. Wonder what this is. Real flight details button.
Would you mind checking the SIDS and starters? Heading out for the walk around.
Alright. $31. $31 Vinny. Alright, there's our departure. Pretty simple. Now for our arrival. $18. Days 1. Mammoth. Days 1, Mammoth, 18. Good deal, ILS. Yeah, days 1. And then perfect. Perfecto. 74. Let's see.
Lois Hughes. Where are we flying to now?
Petersburg. Which, I don't want to tell you wrong, so. What state is Petersburg International located?
Lois Hughes. Going to go wash this out
St.
of my hair.
Petersburg
BRB.
Clearwater International Airport, also known as PI, is a public military airport located in Pinellas County, Florida. This is from topflightsnow.com.
Oh, that's in Florida? I didn't know that. It's a military airport. Oh, Lois, you gotta work tonight, don't you? Lois, Lois, Lois. So, by the way, you know, someone should never message me and tell me to stop. You already told me once. You don't know when to stop, do you? So I've got something for you. Because I'm a very loving person. This song is called Reality Check. Let's have a listen. Oh!
Lois Hughes. No, I'm off tonight.
Okay. Can you guys hear the music? Because I'm going to play this song real quick. It's called Reality Check. And listen, don't tell me that I can't play something online as you sit back without speaking. Okay? Because I'm going to play whatever I want to play. And I'm going to write whatever I want to write. That's the pleasure
Lois Hughes
of being in America.
I off today, Wednesday, Thursday, go back Friday nights.
Oh, fooled me. Any doubt? Together? No, 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 no. Forget her.
Lois Hughes. Play it, John, play it, LOL.
Hand in the cookie jar.
Brandon Armstrong. Is the song playing? I can't hear it.
You guys can't hear it. Okay, hold on. I'll fix that. You might lose focus for a minute. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Can y'all hear it now? Okay, I need to know if y'all heard that. Tell me if you can hear this, Brandon. Can y'all hear that? I paused it a couple times. I'm not going to keep it unmuted. I just want to make sure you heard it. So let me
Brandon
know.
Armstrong. Yes, we can.
Okay, good, good. Now let's go back to what I was saying. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? You should learn to,
Walk around completed.
not continue to, you know, well, this is for a little bit of you-know-who.
You had a good life till the true colors came out. You sure fooled me without any doubt. Yep. Had everyone fooled till I put it all together. It was never about the love. Everyone telling me to just forget her. Yep. Oh, caught red-handed with your hand
In the cookie jar. I love that part.
You be sleeping with any man, not even caring what was wrong or what was right. You are gonna lose at your own game. This much I will bet. Oh, wait a second, girl. Yeah. Here it comes. Real lady check. You did it to me.
Reality check.
Only the truth now. Reality check. Ouch. So many things to say, a song can't tell it all. That's why it's better to write a book for all the crap that I saw. You know that saying, don't judge the book by its cover. That is for sure very true. You came out just like your mother.
Your mother.
You are gonna lose at your own game. This much I will bet. Oh, wait a second, girl. Yeah. Here it comes. Real lady check. You did it to yourself. So come place your bet. Only the truth now. Reality check. Ouch. I don't see how any man could ever call you sweet. I only see the dirty dog that kicked me when I was off my feet. Ouch. That hurts. Yes, I know there is only one word for a girl like you. I won't even say it. You already know it.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Sit. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Alright. Do that. That's it for now. Let me get back to doing this. Okay. Let's set our trim. So there. Keep telling me I can't play stuff. Because I'll keep playing it. And play it. And play it. And play it. You should learn not to put your hand in the fire. It always burns. Anyways. Back to what we was doing here. Thank you very much. What do you think about that, Mr. Brandon? Crazy, ain't it? Alright, so we're right at 3. So we're good there. There we go. Okay. We'll go
Brandon
there.
Armstrong.
We'll go there. We'll go
They
there.
can get over themselves. You
We'll
can
go
play
there.
whatever you want.
We'll go there. Back there. That's right. You know what's funny?
Initiating before start flow.
Everything that I have wrote, some songs have been about what I've been through, but 70% of them is just in general. So, you know, if someone feels that it's directed specifically to them, you must be feeling pretty guilty. Guilty conscience. So I can say. And if you don't have a guilty conscience, that's even worse. But I believe you. I believe you do. Try to turn that around as if somebody else did something wrong, when in reality, that person's the one that did all the wrong. Let's just be realistic about it. It was a game from the start. It was a way to get somebody off from the slump that they were living, to getting back on their feet. And I was the one that got them back on their feet. I was the one that got their
Brandon Armstrong. I got a feeling you might have to turn your mic down a bit when we get going.
I shouldn't have to turn my mic down. The plane's going to get louder when it starts up, Brandon. It shouldn't be that loud. I can hear myself, and it's not that loud. But especially when the engines are running and the fans are going, it's going to get louder, the sim is. Plus the wind. So we're just waiting now, you guys, for to do our before start checklist. Matter of fact, you want to go ahead and request pushback with startup, please?
I'll request pushback and startup for us.
Allegiant 2721, request pushback and startup.
Allegiant 2721, pushback and startup approved. Tail north.
Tail north. All right. Any collision lights are on. Taxi light is on. But we'll check the sound once we get up in the air and all that. But it should be good. I mean, it's the sound. It's the same volume that it was before I
Before
landed.
start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel 169er 1 pounds. Checked. Passenger signs. On. MCP.
Brandon Armstrong.
124.
I wonder if she can now request a tug.
307. Altitude. 38000. Sit. Takeoff speeds.
I don't know. Let's see.
136.
721, requesting a tug for pushback, please.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me it's going to start this connection crap again.
119.9er for tug assistance.
Dude, this is getting old.
Switching to ramp on 119.999 for tug assistance. Allegiant 2721.
Alright, let's see what she does. Son of a bitch. Well, if I have to, I'll Why is it? Son of a bitch. So what I'm going to do before, I'm not going to take off. She didn't even. Can you request tug, please?
Lois Hughes. Reboot before you get started. I don't know.
I'll
Yeah.
request the tug for pushback now.
Yep, I'm going to. As soon as I get this pushback, that's what I'm going to. This is ridiculous. Let's